Dylan's pick of the week was the 2008 film Kung Fu Panda.
So Kung Fu Panda is the story of Po. He works at a noodle shop with his dad, and his goal is to be a Kung Fu master. Accidentally ruins the Dragon Warrior thing, becomes the Dragon Warrior. The Tai Lung guy escapes prison. He's after the Dragon Warrior and the scroll and all that. Po defeats him, and the valley is return to peace. The end.
Fun fact, originally, Mantis was going to be the hidden secondary antagonist of the movie.
Unfortunately, Seth Rogen isn't allowed to play bad guys, so he managed to get him to right around that.
I was going to say, Seth Rogen's a funny pick for this movie. I kept thinking about that.
Seth Rogen is a bad guy, though.
Yeah.
Because he's Jewish.
God damn it, Tanner. I have to cut that now, dude. Jesus Christ.
You don't gotta cut nothing, dude.
After I avowed you and everything.
This is an oddly stacked cast movie for what it is.
I mean, it's a feature film DreamWorks movie. I don't know what you're expecting.
I don't know, dude. I didn't think it was that big of a deal.
Dylan, did you not like this one?
Oh, no, I liked the movie. I just didn't think it was as big of a deal as you guys are proportioning it now.
We haven't said anything about the movie yet.
Nothing he's saying makes sense. Anyway, my major complaint is, I wish this movie wasn't so fast. It's, the pacing is insane. We move on from everything way too quickly, in my opinion. I wish we could build things a bit more. But other than that, I think it's a fun story. Predictable, but fun. And it's got plenty of solid humor for me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it does actually have that sort of thing that Jackson was talking about that Shark Tale lacked, where it does have, a good moral for kids to walk away from with this one about, the strength is inside you or whatever the fuck. Just be yourself and everything will work out or whatever. But to get ahead of the criticism that Jackson is going to have, you're telling me that this fat fuck managed to, train for one day and then beat Tai Lung after the Furious Five, who have been trained for, their whole lives or whatever, didn't do shit against him? No.
And regardless of that, I think the inner world building of it, or the meta of the world, I guess you could say, is that he is the Dragon Warrior. Of course he could do that.
He's the Dragon Warrior. He also has a very unorthodox fighting style to what, Tai Lung would be used to. The Furious Five, they all very much so mimic some form of martial arts, whereas Po is, he's very unique, in the way in which he goes about his fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's fat and has endurance. He's like Rocky. And I fucking hate Rocky because of that.
Oh, damn. Shots fired.
In terms of his fighting style, I think Rocky movies are fine, whatever, but I don't like the fights in Rocky because they've got little stakes, because it's literally just Rocky taking fucking hits over and over again until the guy eventually runs out of stamina. And that's basically what happened with this movie, too. It's stupid. The training is incredibly fast-paced. I don't really like Po as a character. I think he's annoying, personally.
It's because you don't like Jack Black, you motherfucker.
I mean, that absolutely adds to it, but it's not necessarily the whole reason I don't like Po as a character. I just think he's fucking annoying. Like that one scene when he's just randomly breaking everything in the fucking kitchen to eat food. That seemed very out of place. And why are they just constantly doing that? And another scene where he's just immediately gives up his hopes of being a Dragon Warrior when he hears that Tai Lung's coming to get him. It's what happened to all of that fucking passion and that work you wanted to put in, immediately just to give up right after.
Well, because the danger didn't feel real to him until that point,
Yeah, he's a pussy bitch. Fuck that guy. This movie's kind of whatever to me.
I thought it was pretty fucking solid, dude. The fight scenes in this movie, they are crazy. The choreography is off the charts. These are the people who made Shark Tale, okay? You would not expect them to come up with something like this at all. At the very least, prior to this film coming out. I thought it was fantastic. Absolutely the best Kung Fu movie we've seen thus far. It's not even close, dude.
How broadly are you defining Kung Fu movie here?
Well, I mean, are you saying that Kung Fu Panda is not a Kung Fu movie?
No, I mean, what other movies are you saying this is better than?
Enter the Dragon.
Okay.
Whatever that Wire one was. What was that?
Wasn't that?
I don't know if I did a
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, that's the one. It's better than those, is it not? I mean, what other...
I agree. Are you including The Raid under...
I wouldn't say The Raid is a Kung Fu movie, no.
I think Kung Fu movie is often a colloquialism referring to any martial arts focused movie.
I see, okay.
Yeah.
It's better than The Raid as well, guys.
Yikes.
I think that this is actually, shockingly, contrary to what Jackson said, we finally have a good Jack Black performance. I liked him here. I didn't think he was, like, overly obnoxious or anything like that. I love all the silly fat jokes in it. Those were fantastic. Can't get enough of them. Oogway is also a fantastic character. Every time he was on screen, it's like, oh, man, it's Oogway again. He's going to be passing on his sick knowledge, which was always a treat, you know? Like, when like, his reaction to when fucking Shifu comes to him is like, oh, we have bad news. Oh, there's no such thing as bad news. Tai Lung has escaped. That is bad news. And then, like, you know, like, he's not like some fucking incompetent, like, old dude where it's like, oh, he was just senile this whole time. No, he actually is full of wisdom, which I thought was fantastic.
I like him. Yeah, I like him as a character.
You're telling me you didn't like Jack Black's performance in Shark Tale?
I forgot about that. Holy shit.
Also, let's not forget about Tai Lung. He's a fantastic antagonist for this film, too. Especially the scene where he escapes from prison. Like that shot where all the fucking fiery arrows are coming down at him as he's trying to, like, jump upward. That shit was fucking sweet.
Mm-hmm. What a badass.
Yeah.
Why don't the Furious 5 have, like, any characterization?
Dude!
Because it was pre-built into the movie.
What does that mean?
Their characters were set before we met them.
What?
Okay, but, like, we can experience what they are as characters while we're watching the movie still. They're all very similar. Like, they've got, like, minor personality quirks, but for the most part, they're all just kind of the same fucking character, except for the Tigress, who's basically the same character, but is just a little sadder and more edgy.
Dude, if you want their characters, you have to go and watch the show instead. Don't watch the other movies. I don't think they really have any character in those, but go watch the show.
I don't think they're really in the other movies is the problem.
They are still. I don't know about the third one. I didn't watch the third one. I also don't know about the fourth one either. I'd assume they probably aren't.
Not at all in the fourth one, barely in the third one, maybe in the second one.
Go watch the show.
I don't want.
I think the reason I'm thinking these characters have character is because I watched the show. That may be why.
Probably.
That helps a lot.
Dude, that sounds just like something Monkey would say in the show.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever caught myself making those references, but, you know, subconsciously, I guess, you know.
He would say if he can even see his feet. Dylan, were you aware that Monkey is played by Jackie Chan?
Yeah, he barely has any lines in this movie. That's why.
Yeah, I think he says like 4 lines.
Yeah, it's not. It's like, oh yeah, Monkey is Jackie Chan, and I'm like, oh yeah, that is true, isn't it?
Yeah, the rest of them don't even have that many more lines, to be fair.
Their lines are a hell of a lot longer, though, at the very least.
Sure.
Like when Poe's interacting with like Mantis and I almost said Python, the fucking snake, you know, and
Viper.
Yeah, Viper.
Viperous.
When they're chatting together, they're doing like the whole acupuncture stuff. Like, you know, they definitely have a lot more back and forth there. Monkey just like doesn't really interact with them whatsoever. He just like says his little thing, and then like they don't talk to him for 20 more minutes.
Yeah. Like fucking Tigress is Angelina Jolie, which is completely random, but you know.
Is that true?
It's true. Tigress is Angelina Jolie. Yeah, see, exactly.
How did we watch a movie with Jack Black and Angelina Jolie in both of them?
Oh shit, you're right. Okay, one of them's dying this week.
What are the odds?
Knowing our luck with watching movies with famous actors in them, they're probably gonna die within the week. Way to go, guys.
Oh, no.
We did it.
Oh shit.
Who's it gonna be?
That's the October surprise.
Anyway.
Alright, I think that our conversation here has run its course at this point. Tanner, what are you ranking this one, dude?
I went ahead and gave Kung Fu Panda an A-.
Nice. I think I'm gonna give it a comfortable B.
Damn. Okay.
All that glazing just for me to give the same rank as you. Yeah, I think it's like a fun kids movie. I think the plot's pretty stupid. I don't like the main character. The pacing's really fast, but the animation's good. It's got its moments. I like some of the emotional details they're doing. I like the relationship between Poe and his father, and the fact that his father is so supportive of his dream regardless of that. You know, there's some good messaging to it. And there's a lot of like value as like just some generic kids movie. But yeah, there's a lot of flaws that knock it down.
We didn't even talk about Mr. Ping. He's the best part of this film. I love that guy. Speaking of loving guys, Dylan, what's your ranking?
You know what's crazy is that silence isn't gonna get cut out in post.
It will get cut out.
I meant that anyway.
Okay.
You guys remember the whooshy finger hold? That shit was
Yeah.
crazy. The cleanup afterwards.
Did he fucking blow up Tai Lung there?
Yes.
Did Tai
you
Lung
have to-
cease to
well,
exist?
You have to watch like later movies to know what that movie
I'm not gonna
actually
fucking
does.
do that.
I mean, Tanner's gonna do it, so you have no choice.
We'll see.
Yeah, I really like this movie. I think it's solid. I gave it an A.
Okay.
And that lands it at a B+ overall.
Shocking.
Holy smokes. Is the average ranking takes another life.
Yeah.